What's up, guys? So we are back here with Artifact. The cost to play the game has significantly increased from what we thought originally beforehand. It may be just a closed beta access where there's no marketplace, but as of now, we're seeing a full playset of the game would probably cost about $1,000 to $1,500. Crazy. When before launch, people were estimating like you get a full playset for like 200 or 300 bucks. Yeah, I was one of those people that I thought it was gonna be cheap. 200, 300 bucks to get you a full playset of the game. No worries, 200, 300 bucks every set. No, like the rare rates are so low. And I mean, you get one per pack and you roughly get probably 1.15% to get a second one. It's probably about a 15% chance to get a second rare in a pack. So you topple that with the fact there's about 100 rare cards. Like they horribly distributed the rare distribution. So there's like 100 common, 100 uncommon, 100 rare cards roughly, give or take. And that's horrible. So here we go. This guy on Reddit here, Jake W. Programmer, posted a TRL 48 rares of his collection. So he's out of 148 packs, nearly $300. So I don't know why he didn't just add 2 more packs to make it $300. But nearly $300 here. He is missing 1 uncommon from a playset. That's kind of crazy. So almost 150 packs. He doesn't have a full playset of uncommon cards. That's nuts. $300 doesn't even have an uncommon playset. That is insane. Whereas, like I said before, we thought you could have a full playset of the game for like $300. And he's missing 48 rares to make a playset as well. He goes on and lists and he shows the commons and uncommons. He said he did only do a couple of keeper drafts. So 15 were open through keeper draft, which is what you want to do. His total cost would have been way lower if he did keeper drafts, but he didn't. He just straight up opened manually 133 packs and then 15 were through keeper drafts. Don't do that. This is going to cost you way more to do it this way. It's going to be faster to get them this way by opening packs, but keeper draft will be way, way, way more important for getting a collection at a cheaper, reasonable price. Of course, when the marketplace comes out, this is speculative. Prices on the commons should be cheap. 3 cents roughly for commons is what we're estimating. There is going to be some commons that are probably like 10 cents, but those are still going to be fairly cheap. Nothing to be too crazy about. Where people were wrong, tremendously wrong, is the rare costs are going to be insane. So the cheapest rare cost card is probably going to be like 50 cents. Then the average rare cost card will probably be $1 to $2 for any rare card. If it's playable, it'll probably be $2. If it's kind of not really playable, it'll probably be $1. There's like Meeple will probably end up being like 50 cents after a week or so on the marketplace because you only need 1 of him and he's a rare and he's garbage. He's complete shit. So with that being said, there's like, very few cards that are 50 cents for rares. Most cards are going to be $1 or $2. And then the good cards that you need like 1 of, I expect Axe. Axe is a rare hero. Chen's a rare hero. Those cards I expect to see about $5 to $10 for those cards because you only need 1 of them. The problem will become is the cards that you need 3 of. Kana will also be a rare hero that is about $5 to $10. Tinker probably will be about $5. It's not that great of a rare hero. But the problem comes with the cards that you need 3 of. So Annihilation will probably be a $20 card. So these are price estimates on my book. Annihilation, $20 cards. Time of Triumph, $20 cards. Maybe even higher. Time of Triumph will probably be one of the biggest cards, expensive cards in the set. Conflagration, yeah, again, $20 cards, maybe higher. This one will probably be one of the most expensive cards in the set. Under Secrets, probably be a $5 card. Then it will get pushed up to about $20 because this card is nuts. It's stupidly good. So this card probably will be really cheap in the beginning and then go way up. And yeah, those are about the big cards right now that I foresee being stupidly expensive. Yeah, these rare cards are going to be $20. Like, if you find it for under $20, buy it on the marketplace for the first probably 6 months. Because after that, after about 6 months, then there's going to be tons of cards on the market. People are going to be doing drafts. There's going to be other ways to get cards. They are doing some kind of conversion thing into tickets. There's a lot more unknowns coming out. There should also be Valve-sponsored events that are either free or very cheap to join, and they should offer prizes. So just like the $1 million tournament, that should be either, a free-ish tournament where you have to like win a tournament to get into the big $1 million tournament, or it should be a very cheap buy-in, like buy 1 ticket and then, get 10 wins in a row. then you get qualified to play in the big tournament. So there's going to be some kind of step system, because they can't allow everyone just to openly play in a tournament. There's gotta have to be a cap. There's gonna have to be a cap of 256 or 512, 1,000 something, to make it even in the brackets. But those tournaments should be pretty accessible, and they'll probably do something similar like the Clash Royale. Clash Royale has a system very similar to the Gauntlet system in this game, where you play, and if you lose 3 times, then you're out. To get in to qualify to be in the pro circuit or any of the big events for Clash Royale, you have to win 20 games before you lose 3. So they'll probably do something very similar to this, or it will be whoever gets the highest win streak in the Call to Arms mode. So you just keep going and keep playing until you lose, and then it'll track your win streak. And if you get over 20 wins without losing, then you get qualified into this big tournament. If they end up getting too many people qualified, they'll probably do a tournament beforehand to crunch those guys down. Because, I mean, these big, massive tournaments, they're probably going to fly everyone out into one local area, so they're all playing together and under one roof. That would be my guesstimation, at least with the top 32 maybe, or top 64. They'll fly them all together, play in one area, so that way there can be no collusion or anything like that. Because if someone is streaming or recording, or if they're recording themselves, which they probably will be doing on these big tournaments, they don't want someone to stream snipe and see each other's hands and, go through that whole process. It needs to be a pure, clean way to play the game. So having them all under one roof is good, but they can only really do that, I feel like, in a smaller tournament environment, like 64, 32. Otherwise, the costs just get dramatically expensive. So if they're flying out 1,000 people to Seattle for their headquarters for a tournament, that's going to be very expensive. 1,000 people times flights and then hotels and whatnot, very, very expensive. And yeah, Grand Valve has lots of money, but they don't want to burn money like that. Just stupid hidden costs. So that's how I feel like the tournament system is going to go. It's disgusting right now how the economy is. The economy is so bad in this game. People said the economy is going to be great. The problem is we don't have the marketplace yet. So hopefully that flushes things out. And if commons are not 3 cents or so, if commons end up being 10 cents, that's going to really, really hurt the poor players and poor countries of this game. Because they won't be able to afford to play, commons and rares. They'll have to play in, phantom drafts, which are free, thankfully. They'll have to play in constructed matches using borrowed decks from friends that have spent lots of money on the game. Or they'll have to play in the free, pre-constructed free modes that Valve will give you, special sponsored modes. Because right now there is 6 decks constructed that Valve has created, and you can play those for free, completely non-stop, even if you don't have the cards. Let's go show that real quick. So the Call to Arms is the free mode here. 6 constructed decks. You can see you have a green-black, you have pure green, you have a green-red, you have pure red, you have red-blue, and you have red-black. These are, they're pretty fun. I've played most of them. I haven't played Meepo, I haven't played this one, so I've played these 3. And they're quite fun. I like the combos in the decks. They're cool. You keep playing until you have a win streak, until you lose. So we can't change decks right now. We're playing the green-red, and we have a 1-game win streak. You find next match. It's a little confusing because you click the deck you want to play, and you're like, okay, yeah, confirm. And then you have to go down here and click find next match or start queue. Because if you just click on the deck, you won't be queued up. So that took a little while to realize, and they should just see that once you click the deck, it kind of automatically queues you. You don't have to start, because it wasn't as obvious as it would seem to start the queue. So you just click on the deck and you're sitting there man, it's hard to find a game. Whereas all you had to really do was find this button right here, click it, and then you get a game pretty much right away. Alright guys, so that's going to do it here for the economy. I will talk to you with some more updates in the coming days, /weeks, coming hours. Valve is definitely updating a lot of things. They said progression is their top thing that they're going to look forward post-launch. So progression is the #1 thing. Right now some people are feeling that there's not much progression in the game, achievements or things like that, or cosmetics or anything like that. We don't know exactly what they mean by progression, but something like awards, something achievements, trophies, things like that, we're assuming they mean by progression. Cosmetics would be kind of cool as well. But yeah, that's what they said is their #1 priority. Alright, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe to the channel for more Artifact content. I will talk to you guys later.